I also want to apologize beforehand for forgetting to give either of them witch ears. Thank you. Hey, it's Jay, and welcome back to another video. I was very excited to make this video because my last Owl House video blew up. Well, actually, I wouldn't say it blew up, but definitely had some minor explosions. Go check it out if you haven't. Speaking of explosions, do you guys like my new PNG? I know I've gone through like 2 or 3 at this point, but I promise I will not be changing this one for a long time. If you'd like to know more about my OC and learn some tips for making your own, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss it when that video comes out. And hey, while you're down there, maybe you could like, comment, and share so I can make more videos like this. Anyways, enough of that self-promotion, let's get into the video. Trigger warning if you like Gus, because I don't, and I'm about to absolutely destroy him. Gus Porter is unapologetically one of my most hated characters ever. He is so 2D, and if one of you guys come at me like, oh, but he has anxiety and he's stressed, that gives him character. No, it doesn't. Sure, that episode made me a little emotional, but it added nothing to him. He has no character development, and it feels like the only thing that changes is his voice. A good way to measure character is testing what would happen if your current character met their past selves. Would they feel nothing, or would they think about how far they've come? Would they see nothing wrong with the way they acted, or would they feel embarrassed for how they used to be? I feel like Gus is a little more confident, but there should be more to him. And although I do ship him with Hunter, that's the only reason I like him. I feel like he's just a cookie-cutter character who's added in there with no purpose that adds to the plot. Now, to talk about what I changed. Gus Emmett Porter is a 13-year-old boy who skipped a grade because he's so smart. Because he skipped a grade and he's younger than the other kids in his class, he's outcasted and bullied. When Willow finds out Lucy's a human, they're in the library thinking it's safe since it's old and nobody really uses it. Gus walks in and sees them, and that's how they become friends. Since there's barely anybody they can talk to about that except the people who they know they can trust and won't try and hurt Luz. When Gus was in 6th grade, one of his bullies smashed his palisman to pieces and made him watch, and that's when he stopped being so trusting and social around people. Over the course of the season, instead of ignoring the bad things he faces it and acknowledges that it happened and accepts it as an event that shaped him, and he can't go back and change that. Wow, that was a lot. Also, I gave him level 2 neuromuscular disease because not enough characters in TV have that. In my universe, where I'm rewriting it as well, there's 5 kinds of magic: mind, hand, wand, palisman, and glyph. Now, to talk about the not-so-emotionally scarring and just really silly things that happened to him. He 100% has a crush on Hunter, and Hunter likes him too, and I love that. I freaking love that. I ship them so much. I forget about Hunt, though, because it's kind of stupid, and I hate Willow. Anyways. He got his palisman back because the Emperor was feeling kind of happy that day, so we just gave him back his palisman, which is pretty lucky because if you break her palisman, usually it just dies forever and you can't get it back. Also, I kept the chameleon palisman just to show that he can change and what he's gone through changed him, which I think is pretty cool. Anyways, there's Gus Emmett Porter, and I absolutely love him, and I want to eat his chameleon because it actually looks kind of tasty like a gummy worm. Ah! Hunter is one of my favorite characters in the whole show. He is just so silly and so awesome. Oh my god, I love him! If you have no idea how to make your characters more lovable, trauma makes anyone lovable, and it makes your audience feel for your character. In the one scene where you started hyperventilating after Hollow Mind, it made me want to cry. So, before I make the same mistakes as I did in my My Little Pony video, let's actually talk about my design instead of yapping about how much I love Hunter. Hunter Lee White is a 16-year-old demi-boy who works for the Society. Now, nobody knows much about the Society, but what they do know is that they work for the Emperor. During most of the series, he stays quiet and reserved and is really a minor character before they befriend Luz, like in the original story. When you enter the Society, you're taught every kind of magic, but Hunter only really uses a cool-looking mix of glyph and mind. When Hunter was 11 years old, during the trials to become a Society member, his leg gets brutally burnt and the Emperor decides that it might just be better to cut it off and replace it with a robotic leg. Now, he ends up going to the human realm with them. In the final battle of the series, Luz's fight to show the Boiling Isles that not every human is like Bellows, Hunter turns on the Emperor, and Luz goes into the human realm to stop Bellows from going. All her friends jump in and save her, but after a while thinking, Hunter follows her in too. Hunter's favorite food is banana bread because that's what his color palette reminds me of, and I just had some, I could still taste it in my mouth. Now, as much as I love Flapjack, and I think Flapjack's just the greatest, I didn't feel like drawing him. Actually, no, I forgot to ink him in the inking stage, but I did sketch him out. So I just made it so that his palisman died, and he was like, "Oh, frick them palisman, man. I don't want to get hurt again." So that's what Gus and him connect over. So now he just uses his he uses his Emperor Society, like, trademarked brand wand, because, in case he needs to do wand magic, because he prefers to do glyph and mind, but he can also do wand, so why wouldn't he? So, that's the end of the video. What do I gotta say at the end of the video? Yeah, like I said in the beginning, thanks to my friend Vesper for giving me the thumbnail. That was really nice of them, and, actually, no, sorry, so you didn't make the thumbnail. They, just told me how to make it. I remember we were, like, sitting down, and you just grabbed my sketchbook, and, like, made the thumbnail for it, and it looks so, like, wacky, but, yeah, so I kind of updated it. I think they'll like it, but, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you had a great day. Again, shout out to my friend Vesper, because I just have to keep saying that, because thank you so much, Vesper, for telling me my thumbnails were trash, and I need to step it up a little. I also stepped up the quality on this video, so I guess they gave me the motivation to do that. And, also shout out to one of my subscribers, the Shatter Collective. I think they've commented on, like, most of my videos. Actually, it might just be 2, but, they keep commenting, which is really sweet, and they're subscribed, and you should probably make your subscribers public, so that, I'll start caring about your comments, so I can see that you're subscribed. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me a view, and comment your favorite part of the video, and say thank you, Vesper. Thank you, Vesper.